Good evening, gentlemen and lady. Dundee tonight at Ibrox, or this afternoon, should I say at Ibrox. So, I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to this one because hopefully I think we should see Chawani and Olsen today. Am I right in saying that? Do you use no different because I've kind of been offline today? Alan, I'll start with you because the way it's Alan, do you know, is he going
I've
to be
not
playing
heard
tonight?
anything. I think it's been quite. The last couple of days have been quite quiet, Rangers wise. All I've seen is the reaction for Thursday night's game, but I've not seen anything really up to this, to be honest.
Aye, John, listen, when I was at the thing today, here's the thing. My big mate Marcus, he's the charity thing for the orphans. A family I met, Chef Wednesday fans, they could not praise Danny enough. You know, and it's nothing that we didn't know already, John, you know, but they were just saying, you're a lucky guy. And I talked to them about Gasma, and they said, look, we know he can be a bit greedy, but this kid's going to be big. So, I mean, I thought, I know you're a bit funny with some people are a bit funny with him, but John, it was just nice to hear that, you know, from the horse's mouth and what he did to help the club as well.
Yeah, I think he's Danny Rowe's a solid guy, good manager. You know what I mean? He's a good coach. So I think we all know that now. Do you know what I mean? We all trust him. And to get us to where we are just now, where we're sitting now, with the players that he inherited, you know what I mean? Because the new boys haven't really played yet. You know what I mean? I know Chikwani get maybe half an hour in the Scottish Cup game. So he's dragged us right back into this, you know, with the same boys. So anything I think that we had now should really improve us.
Stacey, it was just, I said to John, we knew this, but it reinforced stuff. I thought we've got a good guy here, and they were telling me he was sorting out coaches for the team and stuff like that. You know, actual coaches to go to somewhere, and you're like, mad, but you know, it just gives you that. And they were like that. Good luck to Rangers and all that. We like you, but how are you feeling today, Stacey? Sitting here now about the game.
I am kind of confident going into it. You know, looking forward to the game. Even my dad's been messaging me asking if it was on telly, and he has not really followed us for a while. But he's a glory hunter, so he's jumping on the bandwagon now.
There's nothing wrong with that. But Alan, it's just, look, we've said it loads of times in here. We've got 16 games left. The law of averages says you can't win 16 games, but sit here now. We think we can win tonight, this afternoon.
No, I think we can win. I don't see any reason why we can't. We're going in confident. You can see the players; they're all together. They look confident. I think against Dundee, I think if they score early, you know, that'll make Dundee come out a bit, and hopefully it makes for an exciting game.
Because John, it's just the confidence we've got now sitting before a game. There's still a bit of caution there though with me. I'm still like, I don't want to jump in feet first. Why will win easy? There's still that scarring there from the previous. And like this comment here, and this is just giving me a trigger.
Yeah.
Any points, 3 points. We still need to remember we're still at the win ugly stage. Although we've signed a big name or a big player in Olsen, you know.
Yeah. Well, like that comment there, the 3 points is the be all and end all for us today. Doesn't matter what happens today. We get 3 points, we're cutting into somebody's points, either Celtic or Hearts.
There we go.
You know, or both of them. So we need to get the win.
Aye. And Stacey, it's quite interesting that both teams are playing at the same time, isn't it? When we're both all kind of within a few points of each other.
I couldn't believe it when I looked last night. That's what I messaged you, and I'm like, because I thought it would be them first, and then us.
Aye.
I was getting my Sunday organised, you know. I'm like, right, I'll watch their game, and then I'll watch our game. But no, it didn't work out like that, does it?
No, and it's weird. I wonder. I mean, I'm wondering because the players will know on the pitch if something big happens. But the thing is, Alan, we're kind of lucky. It doesn't matter who wins in a draw. It's all in their own hands.
Right, that's it. All we need to do is win our games, and you know, we're champions. You know, we're level with Celtic, and if we beat Hearts twice, that brings us level with them. And I can't see them. I think they could see them possibly dropping points as well. So, win our own games and forget everything else.
Right, John, see right now, sitting now, if you had to pick somebody to win that Hearts Celtic game, who would you want to win today?
Who would I want to win?
No, not want to win. Who would you prefer? What's better for Rangers? What's it better? I know nothing each.
I think I'll always say I want Celtic to get beat, so I'm going to stick with that. What's better for Rangers, I think, is them Celtic getting beat, because
I think so.
It'll deflate them. Their fan base their fan base is fragile at the minute, so they'll turn on them again. I think even Hearts win the day and we win, it's still 6 points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to go 3 in front of Celtic is a bit of a psychological thing for me.
Aye.
And I'll always want them to get beat anyway. Doesn't matter who they're playing.
Aye. I think the ideal. No, do you know what? It's a Hearts win, because I've been saying all week nothing each, but no, a Hearts win, because Stacey, I think Hearts will fall away at some point.
Yeah.
I think, but they might not. But I think, like John said, I pretty much agree with John there now. He's changed my mind, actually. I thought nothing each, not but Hearts win.
Yeah.
But I can't see it, though.
I don't know. I just, I was thinking, like you, a draw would be good. But listening to John there, I'm thinking, especially with Martin O'Neill being back, it'll be a dent in the O'Neill's back, everything's fine. So, for the psychological aspect to it,
well, see if you look at it, right? Martin O'Neill, even when he came back the first time before that French guy went in, he never lost a game with Celtic. He only lost the one in Europe, which doesn't really affect us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'd be good to see him somewhere along the line losing a game. See how he handles
it. Definitely spun my head with that. I'm thinking.
That's the whole idea of this. That's good.
The psychological thing's going to come into it at some point. Somebody's bottle's going to go. And it's the monkey off the back for us if we go ahead of Celtic for the first time, and for this team anyway. I know Tav has before, but for the young boys,
I know, because Alan, I was thinking about that. No, a Celtic win puts pressure. No, but he's right. We want a Hearts win today, don't we, Alan?
I agree with John. Definitely. That'll dent their confidence. You know, the fans are already on their back. That'll be even more on their back, and it creates that kind of toxic atmosphere, like Ibrox has been over the years. And you don't, no player wants to play in that. So, you know, it can play into your hands. Right,
I want to cover this comment here, nip this in the bud. This Thomas Milner chat. This came from the phone in to the record. It wasn't a journal. You know, they do that phone in thing, then they put up. The record were at it big time. And then they got the reaction. Thomas Müller will not be at Rangers. I mean, I've got no doubt Danny will know for the German national team in Bayern Munich, but he will not be at Rangers. But 6-0 to the Rangers today. But if he does come, I'll quite happily eat my hat there and then. But
100%, yeah.
I saw a picture with
journalist, you know.
I saw a picture with Rudiger as well, because I think Rudiger's contract with Real Madrid's up at the end of the season. So it's a picture with Rudiger and Müller with the Rangers strips on.
That's the thing about AI. That's one thing I won't post on it. I use AI for the videos and the stupid photos and that, but I won't put a player like that into a Rangers and post it in the page, because people just say, you just said he was going to sign like that. That was a fucking joke. Because I think you've got to, sorry having a laugh and a joke, but you've got to have a bit of seriousness and all that. So, John, you heading into your supporters club to watch this? Oh, no, you can't. Right,
no, I was going in the night. We put it on, but it's Australia Day tomorrow here. So it's like a national holiday. And what happens is all the pubs and restaurants that stay open have got to pay their staff like triple time and all that. They call it penalty rates here.
Okay.
And then the pub contacted me and says, "Oh, we can't let you in to watch the game because the pub's shutting at midnight." Because really, it would only be open for us. It'd only be a couple of hours. They would be staying open for, and they would have to pay their staff treble time. So I'll be watching it in the house.
I think they're even doing Australia Day, because I dropped a couple of lads off in Party the day, and there's bars doing the Australia Day, because obviously we've got a lot.
Well, it's a big thing, yeah, obviously.
And another one that's always big here is, I know it's Rangers, but I'm talking about it's the was it the State of Origin game, that rugby match. I think it's a huge deal here, because I know that's a big deal in Australia. But Stacey, right? Well, what's the date? Today is the 25th, 6th. We've got 8 days left of the transfer window. Do you expect more? Do you expect something to happen early this week?
I don't know. I've just got a feeling they're going to keep us hanging to the end. Just typical Rangers, and to get the. You know how we've been doing the tweets for the fans and that. I think we'll wait to the end just so that they can get some banter for the fans for the reveal, and then maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But I think I've changed my mind about the defence now as well. I don't think we'll get a centre back now. I think it's going to be a striker and a midfielder.
We've got enough defenders. That's where the Rangers will look at it, and we're doing all right in defence. We're not letting goals in. Yeah. So it's hard. When you say Jack, right, here's one for you, Alan. You say Jack Butland's in form. I look at it, he's just doing his job. I don't want to sound negative, but he's supposed to make those saves. They're great saves, but that's his thing. That's his level. His footwork. And I'll tell you the thing about his footwork, that's not going to change. He's too far down the road. Yeah. He's always going to be a bit nervy,
Aye, he's doing his job, but it's nice to see keeper making good saves, and
that's true.
It settles the defence as well, knowing that they've got him behind them. So if any balls get played over the top, that they struggle with, there's a safe pair of hands behind them.
Aye, and John as well. A signing coming in. The one thing that's just come into my thick skull there, we've got the European game during the week. They'll all be cup tied for that anyway. They probably can't play in it anyway. And so, who do we play next week?
Oh God,
we should know that, shouldn't we? But I do think a striker will be in, won't there, John? There'll be a striker this week. There's got to be. Everyone's on.
I seen a thing today that I've just actually read it and they're saying that there'll be 4 players leaving Rangers, but funnily enough, Danilo's name wasn't on it.
Really?
Which
alarmed me a little
next
week.
Hibs away.
Yeah. Aye, that's a toughie. So Danilo not going away, but
Hibs are struggling though. They get beat with Falkirk.
Aye. Who's played on the Dan Rose Fair game? Yeah, I know. But I don't know. But you don't know. There's definitely somebody coming in, because I just felt Danny, but for all Danny, that kind of giggly, I don't want to say school, but the way he is, it's a nervous disposition. I believe if Danny was told there's no more players going on, he would have said that. He would have shut it down in his own way. Stacey.
Yeah, I think he would have turned it and just said, "Oh, we're done with our business for this window." Because he is that sort of upfront guy. So, he seems to be that kind of upfront guy. I think he would have just said there and then, like, "Look, we're done." But it's interesting, like the names that are going out. I seen something last night about Matondo apparently going somewhere. So that would be a good one to get after the wage bill, absolute wage free.
I know it's but what's his name? Things coming on. Dan Thingy's coming on to a game, isn't he, Alan? What am I trying to say? Danilo.
Diamandi.
I get the two of them mixed up, and the thing is, I've got a cheat sheet in the wall. But I, for the podcast I was on yesterday, it's the wrong bloody page. He's coming on to a game, isn't he? He's trying hard.
He done well on Thursday night. He took his goal well. The keeper probably should have done better, but he still scored. And I liked the wee flick for Asgard as well. It was a good assist for him as well.
There's a friend of yours, John, I take it. Is this his chap from before?
Yeah, that's a pal of mine, Big Kenny. Good bonus.
There's Alison. Get in here, Alison. The link's in the WhatsApp group.
Come on, Ali. Stop slacking.
Sometimes she's getting away, isn't she? It's just what I love as well. That even this, I say this every time though. It's just a nice feeling to wake up and be confident getting into a game. Like, I can't remember the last time was. I don't want to be over confident, but it's just we will win today, and I firmly believe we'll win. And I say that with a degree of confidence, but there's still that little parrot in the shoulder, John, saying, "No, you're not."
I think the way we are now, with the way Danny Rose got Rangers, and to even go a bit deeper and go Andrew Kavanagh on the board and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Rangers now, the fan base is now at a point where Rangers should always be. That we're going to any game confident.
Very good.
We're challenging for honours, challenging for the league all the time. That's got to be a big one. That's got to be a given for Rangers now. And we're all, there's a buzz going about signings and stuff like that. So that's the level we should always be at, and we haven't been at that level for a while.
No, that's brilliant. Yeah, and do you know what I've loved, John and Stacey? I'll throw all of you. See this thing Rangers have done this week. The "we need your help" sort of thing. I can't remember the exact wording for it, but make Ibrox loud, make it like the away section. And I don't think Ibrox is. But it'd be good to hear a bit of noise today from the rest of the stands outside the Union Bears, Stacey.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it is a shame over the years that Ibrox has sort of not been like that. I remember when I first got my season ticket and that every stand was bouncing, and then it just, the bad times happened, and then it sort of just drifted out for Ibrox. So, apart from like European games in Old Firms.
But even Old Firm games of... when I did that Mo Johnson rant or whatever it was yesterday, I spent a lot of the time after it watching. Here's a starting 11. You know what I do here? You ready? Right, straight out. I'm excited here. He's starting. Right. Butland, Tav, captain. Deja, Fernandez, Magoma, Raskin, Chukwani, Asgard, Skovolskin, Moore, Miovsky up front. This is exciting. I like this. Right, one more. Butland, Tavernier, Deja, Fernandez, Magoma, Raskin, Chukwani. I'm getting all giddy here. Asgard, Olsen, Moore, Miovsky. That's a good football team, right? I'll rattle out the subs. Kelly, Nizala, Max Aarons, Diamande, Ben Curtis, Ant-Man, Gassama. Oh, that's a good... Bajami and Danilo. Oh, Skov Olsen, man. I'm buzzing for that, man. I am buzzing for that. How do you feel about that one, Alan?
Aye, good. Strong team. I'm looking forward to seeing Olsen. Obviously, this footage you've seen on YouTube, he looks really fast. Good to his feet. You know what? I think hopefully he's the guy that can play these balls through to Miovsky for him to just latch on.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's the first thing I thought came into my head. Yeah. So, John, how do you feel about that one, sir?
I see Chermitty's not in the squad. Yeah, he's not even on the bench, so he must be injured. I'd take him to be injured.
It could be just be given a day off. That's, you know what I mean. It might be a total rest thing. No, I actually think if he could play even 10 minutes, he'd be there because he could make the difference. I know he's not quite.
I reckon he's injured. Must be carrying a wee knock, maybe.
I'm going to assume Danny always does his presser while we are still chatting. Yeah. I'm sure that's one of the first questions that will be asked. But that's an exciting team. Oh, sorry, my Thai team scored against the biggest team in Thailand, 2-1 away in Bangkok. Motong United. So sorry, but Alan, that's just. This is a feeling we've been dying for years. It's an excitement, and Olsen will be. And I wonder how Asgard and Olsen will get on as well. Alan.
Aye, obviously they've got the wee Scandinavian link there. I don't know. I think Asgard, if he's got better players around him, then you will see him starting to improve. And he's still a young boy himself. He's like 23, 24, so there's plenty of room for him to improve as well.
Yeah, and it's the bench as well is pretty. Listen, a lot of those players won't be here next year, whether they're loans or they're just, I don't want to. But it's just, I was going to, and Raskin as well. Raskin's, he is solid every game now. I don't think we've seen him at his absolute best, but he's up there with he's been doing well, John, isn't he? And Alice, sorry.
He's played well. He has played well, Raskin. I don't know. I know Danny Rowe had words with him and said, "Look, he can't be running all over the park," but he's still popping up in areas. You go, where did he come from? You know what I mean? He's up supporting the attack, and he's He's out wide left, or he's picking the ball up on the right hand side. He's creating stuff.
Absolutely.
So, he's playing well. Long may it continue.
It is. And Stacey, with Raskin as well, I think he's one of them. He'll get told what to do. He's a bit. The personality is sometimes you've just got to give him that leeway. That that's who he is. And I'm just checking. I'm just making sure no Tim's can comment. He's one of these players. The manager might just have to accept it. That is what is. You can calm him down, but there's still that thing in him.
Even Barry said that about on mine. Why he's like, he's too much like me. That's why we get on, and he questioned everything, and he wants to know what his role is and why, and so obviously Danny's been a bit like Barry there and just kind of calmed him down a wee bit and explained why. But it's exciting. But I think Jimmy did have a knock for the game the other night. Mind he was going to get brought off from Miossi, so that's obviously an injury.
Yeah, I know I've got that. There's a guy just messaged me. I've got the team. John. So going for we need to give somebody a doing. I think. And is this the day?
Well, I just want to win a game, right? But obviously, I'm the same as you. We want to, get a real statement win, like 5-0 or 6-0, and get the goal difference up. Do I see it today? I don't know, because Dundee have been on sort of decent run themselves. And I think Presley will get them organised at the back. They'll be organised. They'll just sit in. It's up to us to break them down. I think we will win the game, but whether we can get a lot of goals is a different story. But all I'm worried about and all I want is to get the 3 points. I'll take a 1-0 if that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be a 1-2-0 game.
Okay.
It's because the way we sit in,
Yeah. All right. And Alan, the one thing today, all of you, see if we can get a goal in the first 10 minutes. It just settles us down as well. And it would be nice to get an early goal, Alan.
Aye, definitely. You get an early goal, and if they are setting up defensively, it interrupts their game plan. They've then got to come out and try and play through us, and then that creates space for us to try and get in and maybe get more goals. I think it will be tight, but I think it's not necessarily key, but it would be nice to get an early goal to just open the game up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And John as well, it's great, and it's something I think we say. Oh, I know I often don't mention on here the fact that we're not losing goals. Every game start finishing 0, and that's wonderful. That's why I think the Blackwood, we don't really need a defender, but
well, start of the season, every time the ball went into our half of the pitch, you were looking through your cracks in your fingers.
Yeah.
And some of the moments were a bit sort of hear 'em, scare 'em, but now we seem to. We've still got. There's still a mistake in that back line. I don't. I'm not saying we're the finished article, but we're grinding out nil. I keep saying 0-0s, clean sheets. So that's going to be a good base to start building a team around.
Yeah.
I still think we need a commanding centre half. But I see Cornelius is back training. And Stelling's back training. So maybe that's it. Maybe we think that they two coming back, then we don't really need to go down that route. It's more like we'll go for a midfielder or a striker.
Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, because I think, with the last, Stacey, we'll go with you with this one. See, the last, in the transfer window, the last sort of day, it can be mental. And we might sign someone out of nowhere that Rangers are not even looking at right now. Just an agent might go, look, my boy's available. And it'll be like, oh, okay. And that'd be nice, because I'm going to be on live here for the well, say that'll be about 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, my time. But for the last day of the transfer window, unless Rangers say, no, the window's shut for us.
We're done.
But it's Jack Butland as well. The other night, there was still Stacey. There was still a few moments like, oh, Jack, But again, he's not going to change, is he?
See, that's the thing. The defence does still have a mistake in them, and I mean, when you were reading the team out there and I heard DJ, I'm like, oh Jesus, because he's got a mistake in him. And then you've got Tav there back in the team. He'll get the blame the day if he slip one in. But you know what? It was not as bad as what it was at the start of the season. And that's what we need to look at.
And Alan, Big Chuck Whanney, from what I understand, he's got a bit of bite to him. He can get a tackler, and he's a lump as well, isn't he, I think?
Aye, he's a big player. And I seen the interview when he signed. He says, he likes getting forward, but he also likes the defensive work. He likes, winning. If we lose the ball, he likes the one that goes and wins the ball back. And, and he says that he can play 3 different positions as well. So he's a bit a utility player as well, which is good.
Aye. And then, John, we've covered this before, but what's the defender that's from Marseille? Cornelius, would you sign him if we got offered? I mean, all things considered, if the money was right, that comes without saying. But I think he'd be a good addition because for many reasons. He can play just about anywhere. He can dribble, defend, and he's dead ball as well.
I think I would sign him, right? But I still think we need to sign a better quality defender than Cornelius.
A defender.
I think we need. I think come the summer we're going to need 2 or 3 defenders. I know we signed the boy Romans, right? For the left back position. But even if you think if all the loan players go back, then we'll still come the summer. We've only got 1 left back. You know what I mean? We'll still get Tav, who's going to be. I reckon this will be Tav's. He'll be gone in the summer. Suter still not signed a contract, so.
Essentially, we need 2 right backs. We need 2 right backs, really, don't we?
I think in the summer you'll see Rangers signing 2 quality centre backs. And whether one of them's maybe it's a quality centre back plus Cornelius signed permanently. He can play left back as well as for cover.
Aye, it's we're still in this transfer window, but it's just good talking about this kind of thing, and let's see the fact that the chairman's here as well. From what I understand, he's still here. He's hands on, and he didn't expect to be doing this, Alan, didn't he? No, he thought that it was all good. Well, I'm not talking for him, but the way the season started, he let the lads those 2 idiots do their job, and they made a backside of it.
Yeah,
but it's because I think the Mr. Chairman's now got blue blood, Alan. He's all in.
Aye. I don't think he expected Farewell and Stewart and Russell Martin to be run the club as badly as he did. These guys. Stewart was at Man United. Farewell's been at Everton, so they're big Premier League clubs. You'd expect them to, do better than what they did. But since then, they've rectified the mistakes. You've seen Kavanagh here a lot, and they seem to be on the ball and trying to improve it all the time now.
And the fact, John, as well, got the option to buy Olsen, and I think it's £9 million or something, or €9 million. That shows intent.
Yeah.
And we've already spent 10 million in Trinity, so that shows they're not scared of opening the purse or the wallet.
I think see the summer transfer window, right? And it's not just for Rangers; it's just the clubs all across the world. We're a World Cup year. This transfer window in the summer is going to be a big one for every club. I think we're doing this. We're always trying to get this player trading model properly set up. That we go, okay, his contract's got a year to go, so we can expect to move him on, but we can expect to pull in 15 million for him or 20 million for him. And that's the way Rangers are heading. I think we're heading that way. And I think you'll probably see Raskin move on in the summer.
I've got no doubt.
He's probably going to be our biggest sort of saleable asset.
I think so.
Come the summer, especially if he has a good World Cup. So that for me is we're starting to get there. We're getting into the, like I said earlier in tonight, that we're getting into a situation that a Rangers football club should always be in. Back to we were in the soonest days, Walter Smith, 9 in a row. We're pulling in the Mikhailochenkos, all these type of guys, Laudrups. We're in the market for them, and I think we'll get there. That we'll be back in the market for these type of players.
And Stacey as well, the World Cup. I'm quite looking forward to the World Cup, and I will be doing these sort of things during the World Cup. But the World Cup will be interesting because this year I think there's a lot more teams as well in there, and so I'll be interested to see players from like Morocco or something like that. So that could be quite interesting to see.
Aye, I mean, obviously we're hoping Raskin has a good World Cup to get his price tag up a bit, but the same lets us look at young boys or whatever for different leagues as well, and allows us a wee bit of a catalogue to look at scouting and stuff, you know. I mean, like you said, that's what we should be doing now. We shouldn't be letting players leave for nothing and all this. Like, you know, it's crazy that we got to that stage, but
I mean, that was to keep the lights on, though.
Aye, to keep the lights on.
You know, I know.
Now that obviously we've got no worries there, and you know, Kavanagh's coming to random games as well, which I love. You know, see the lower games that you wouldn't expect your chairman to be at. You know, no disrespect to the lower league teams, but
no, we get it. Yeah,
you expect them to maybe just come for the Old Firms, maybe cup games.
Aye.
Whatever,
but Alan, the thing is, if we do punt Raskin, I would say the bare minimum will get 17 million quid. That's 3 quality players that we can spring in.
Aye, you're pulling in a good fee, which then lets you start rebuild. You know, so hopefully you'd already have somebody in place already to step into Raskin's place, but then you can go and look at other positions and say, right, well, that I can maybe get as another up-and-coming midfielder, a right back, a striker. So,
because John as well, with Stig Bornby, he's a scout, a head scout, whatever. And we call them head scouts back in our day, John. Yeah. But he's here just for this window. So if he does well this window, like, right, this is like his apprenticeship, or not apprenticeship, a job interview, isn't it? Because and I think he's here till the June into. So if he does well, it'll be like, right, hang about.
I think what they've done is they're using him as a sort of freelance consultant based football director, whatever you want to call him.
Director of football,
but
doesn't matter, we get it.
We've got to remember as well that this guy Gillespie's coming in as well as a CEO for St Mirren. So there's going to be, you know, Rangers are kicking on now. I read a thing today, right? It was one. I think it was the Rangers Review put it on, or it was Club 1872. They were talking about Andrew Kavanagh, and what they're saying is they're that impressed with him because what he's doing is he's getting his team behind the scenes, i.e. on all the important business positions and to run the club. He's putting the infrastructure in behind the scenes, and you know there's a lot of it getting done that we're not aware of. You know, they're sort of saying once he gets this team in here, Rangers should, as a business, I mean, 49ers, you're not getting any bigger than that in Scottish football.
No. The 8th richest franchise in the world. You know, they sold 8% of the club, the 49ers, and it was $6 billion. I can barely count past 10 in my fingers, so I've got no idea what 8 billion looks like. You know, I mean, and I've got 12. Look, but Alan, so today's game, right? We'll go back to today's game. What do you expect to see? I know that's a difficult one to say, but I just want because that's the thing that I'm loving. My Thai team won 3-1 away in Bangkok. That's brilliant. Sorry. What I'm loving, Alan, there's a togetherness and there's a confidence with the players. I can't remember watching a game where I thought players had a poor game, but they've all tried, and that's all you want of a player. Is 100%. We know they can't be Pele every game, but Alan. So what, Alan, with you with that one?
I think we will. We'll be on the front foot. I think we will dominate possession. I think Presley will have them well organised. He'll have them sitting in, trying to. I think he likes to play the long balls in the hope that they pick up the second ball. But we've got big defenders that should be able to deal with that comfortably. Fernandez and Giga there, they're big guys, so you'd hope that they would deal with that. But I think they will be well organised. They'll make it tough for us, but I would expect us to be on the front foot trying to create all the time. Yeah. And hopefully we can nick an early goal, and that'll get the crowd behind us as well, and kick on for there.
I mean, here's the other thing that just came in my head. Stace. Olsen's been here a while now. He's been here, what, 10 days, 8 days,
Yep.
something like that. So that's time to bed him in. And like we saw the team, the under-19s, don't they play the same way Presley will play or what we think he'll play. So I'm just so buzzing for this game today now, Stace.
I'm buzzing for it, but see, at the same time, I don't know if it's just the scars for like lower league teams against us that I think it is still going to just be like a tight 1-2-0. I would love to be wrong, and this is the hammering that we're wanting. But see, to be honest, the team that I would like to hammer is Hearts or them. Like a statement.
Oh, you want the big one, the statement victory?
Like
well, we kind of had one at Parkhead.
Yeah.
We kind of had one at John. That was actually, sorry, Steph, you go down, pal.
Aye, the Parkhead one, but I think the against Hearts, because we've struggled against them so far, I would love to just go and pump them and just be like, no, we're back, you know?
Aye, John, I'm sitting here now, John, quite confident now. It's grown on me. I don't know whether it's chat to you, decent, semi-decent people. No, these people in the comments. I'm just getting going for these games, and I'm just loving the fact that I feel like this, John. You know, it's been a long time coming.
We're back at a level now that we should be at. You know what I mean? People are actually, looking forward to the game. Like for a while there, I know in our supporters club and all that, there was guys just not turning up because of the time you watch the game out here. It's like 1 and 2 in the morning, and guys are just going, well, why am I getting in there? They're crap, They're not performing. But now we've seen since the Celtic game, we've seen a wee upsurge. People are talking about coming into the game and all that again. So,
and this
that'll
comes
be
down to
worldwide. It's not just here; it's worldwide.
Oh, aye, absolutely, it is. It is. Like, we've got the Porto game during the week, and I don't want to not jinx it. I might be starting work in the next few days actually here, which another story. But if I'm on a job, but it's just It's the future just looks good because I focus a wee bit more than other. Well, I'm not saying I focus more than other people, but I'm a firm. I keep an eye in the boardroom a lot more now, Alan, because of what happened. They gave us misery for years. Those clowns, the wigs from Greenock and that Charles Green, and we'll now get a guy that cares. And we'll get what I also forget. We'll get that. They've got board members that I forget about. Some of them are billionaires as well, Alan. That's something else we forget.
Aye, we've got obviously got rich and powerful guys behind us, backing us now, and Douglas Park and Dave King and all that. They put a lot of their own money into kind of keep the lights on, and you've got to thank them for that. But it just allowed Celtic to run away even further, and it's just they were trying to fix all the damage that green and white and all that had done previously.
And Stacey, sorry, on you, Alan.
I was just going to say the fact that we got to a European final on a shoestring budget was incredible.
Crazy.
That's something I'll talk about future because I'm looking forward to next year's European team. But that's we're kind of jumping the gun there. Right, I'm going to do it. Stacey, I'll start with you. What's the score going to be, pal?
I'm going 2-0.
Alan?
I'm going to say 4-0. I think we'll score early and then I'll kick on for there.
Aye. What about yourself, John?
I'll go in the middle, 3-0.
Oh, damn it, that's what I was going to say, but that's what I think it'll be. Right, so, thing is just, this is Gary's just asked me to read the team out again. Here's a team, if nobody said it. I know people might be at work, etc. Butland, Tav as a captain, Deja, Fernandez, Magoma, Raskin, Chotwani, Asgard, Olsen, Murmiovsky. And these two other players we've not talked about, John. I'm going 3-0. I'll do this 1-1, then we'll knock it ahead. People go and watch the warm-up and that. Moore. We've not talked about Moore today.
Oh, dear,
and that shows you where we are right now. Right, I'll go with you with that, Stacey. We're not talking about Moore, and I think that's great. As in, also
his name just went right over my head. It's like, but it's sort of. We're at the stage now. We're just expecting him to be in the team, and it's.
Aye.
That's mental.
He's got to be a first pick, that boy, because he's just his confidence and he's he's a strong player as well. He's got a lot of strength for a young boy. You know what I mean? He's fit. He's a Premier League player, English Premier League player.
He is. And Alan, what I liked the other night, because I remember lying on the couch through there, and it was 39 minutes in the first half, and when I saw this happen, because I knew I would talk about this, he lost the ball somewhere around the 18-yard box, and he sprinted all the way back to get the ball in his own half. And I was like, that's exactly what you want. You want to see.
They're fighting for each other now. They're doing it. Everybody's doing it. And even when we score now, if you notice, like, it's a team celebration. It's not just like one or two here, one or two there. Everybody's.
So, Alan, I'll give you the final chat, Moore, and Miovski as well. I'm excited to see how they operate with the two new guys as well.
Aye, I think these new guys should see them come on a bit as well. The Moore is an exciting player. He's a hot prospect. I mean, we're lucky that we've got him to the end of the season. I think he'll, whether it's at Spurs or he goes to another Premier League team, I think you will see big things for him in the future.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. They're talking about he's an England number 10 in the future. But anyway, right, as usual, Alan, John and Stacey, thank you for joining up. I won't be doing an after thing because I won't lie. I won't watch the Man U Arsenal game. and there's that many lads, like, there's loads of them do it. But as usual, thank you very much. I'll see you guys on the European match during the week, okay?
No bother.
Right.
All right, see you guys.
Thank you all. Bye.